story I'm about to tell ya. Me and ICU was coming from the shelter. We had to walk through Webster projects to get to the other side of the Grand Concourse where I met Christine. I used to tell her every dream. Her and ICU used to listen to every scene I described. Back in 1985, I used to talk a lot about 1995 and how we would be so live in them times. But in 1985, I didn't have a dime, and Christine didn't have the time. Me and ICU walked up and she was with another guy. I knew then it was bye-bye. With me, you had to take a risk, and some said, why try? And why lie? I was busted and broke, but inside, I knew I was dope. I would keep up the hope, and why? Cause with every low, there's a high. You gotta keep moving.
This is a fat gospel.
Not to escape, but hit you with the real fact.
This is a fat gospel.
Not to escape, but hit you with the real fact.
This is a fat gospel.
Not to escape, but hit you with the real fact.
This is a fat gospel.
This is a true story I'm about to tell ya. Me, Just Ice, Scott LaRock, and Lee Smith, standing on Broadway and 75th. You know, over by the Beacon Theater. I was going to Brooklyn, but uptown the Bronx was much nearer. They said, come on and roll with us. But I said, nah, I gotta catch a 6:30 bus. They laughed, hugs and pounds will pass. Call me S, those words will be Scott LaRock's last. You never know when you in the class. Later that night, I get the call about Scott and the gunshot blast. Take a cab up the FDR, thinking, damn, we don't know how blessed we are. I don't really know who I'm reaching, but in that season, all I could feel was depletion. What was the reason? You begin to question what you believe in. Suddenly, out of 20 people, KRS is the one leading. What we gonna do? How we gonna do it? How we gonna get through it? Yo, we gotta keep moving.
This is a fat gospel.
Not to escape, but hit you with the real fact.
This is a fat gospel.
Not to escape, but hit you with the real fact.
This is a fat gospel.
Not to escape, but hit you with the real fact.
This is a fat gospel.
This is a true story I'm about to tell ya. The life of a teacher ain't always planned. The things that you do, people don't understand. You really gotta love your people, cause getting dissed by your own while you're trying to help can be lethal. But most of the time we praised. Walking through the ghetto, people show their respect in all kind of ways. I live in peace, not cause the world is peaceful, but because the physical world I see through. I'm a father, I take my kids to the mountains and let them drink from the Mayan fountains. Let them see fresh green sprouting. When they go back to the city, you can believe they not doubting about nothing. Let me tell you something productive. We gotta make respect and guidance just as seductive as sex and violence or lust and defiance. It's fun to be self-reliant. You gotta try it. But in the meantime, we gotta keep moving.
This is a fat gospel.
Not to escape, but hit you with the real fact.
This is a fat gospel.
Not to escape, but hit you with the real fact.
This is a fat gospel.
Not to escape, but hit you with the real fact.
This is a